Hello everyone, I am Kurz from Lemon Gamers and welcome to our first episode of Comicwatch, the imaginatively titled new series where we look into the lore and speculation around Blizzard's Overwatch comics. Dantier is on holiday for a week, so I'm afraid you're stuck with me in this opening video where we look at the Pharah comic mission statement. If you've not read it yet, check it out here. While there are a whole bunch of great aspects of this comic, the overriding one, and the one we are introduced to at the start, surrounds Pharah's ability as a leader. It's actually a cut ahead from later in the comic that reveals this, but it bookends the piece nicely, and frames who she is as a character. Working for Helix Security, we see Pharah and a squad of 5 men, along with a captain, presumably her superior, and an accompanying Omnic walking through the market near the Temple of Anubis. While the other 5 are wearing what we know to be Helix Security flight suits, Pharah's is markedly different. We know it isn't rank related as Captain Khalil shares the same as all of the others. Perhaps she has a newer model, or perhaps different models have differing capabilities. We know her Raptora Mark VI is experimental and has devastating firepower after all. They're all heading towards the Anubis facility, which was apparently taken over by Helix a few years back. It's almost certain that this coincides with the fall of Overwatch, as given the contents of the facility, it definitely sounds like something that would have fallen under their remit. We know Helix also took over Watchpoint Grand Mesa from Overwatch after the fall, so perhaps this is indicative of the number of groups needed to step in and fill the gaps Overwatch left behind. Arguably the biggest event in the Overwatch world timeline, the Omnic Crisis, is still shrouded in mystery. While we know the Omniums turned on humanity, we do not know what triggered this. Here we begin to see the first clues. The Anubis facility has functioned as a prison for an AI, described by Pharah as one of the God programs. It is quickly shown to have the power to not only control other machines, such as the sentry drones around the temple, but apparently has the power to launch military assaults. Ominously, it also infests the Omnic accompanying Pharah's squad, Okoro. Notably, it doesn't do this instantly, as Okoro has time to both warn his comrades and kill himself before he can do any damage. This act of self-sacrifice to me identifies Okoro as an Omnic rather than a simple machine, and adds another layer to the complicated ongoing Omnic discussion in the community. As to Anubis itself, if it is one of the God programs, how many are there? Who created them? And why did Overwatch choose to contain them rather than destroy them? Powerful but old definitely suggests it predates the crisis, so why lock it away for so long knowing it's a threat? There must be something we're missing here. Quite why it also appears to live entirely in a giant Anubis-shaped sarcophagus is also an oddity, and if Pharah believes she can take it out with a single rocket, this just raises more questions about Overwatch's choice to imprison it. Back to the main focus of the comic, and in the space of a few pages, we see just how fast Pharah learns and adopts the lessons of leadership. She begins with a cold and logical certainty, embracing the unknown of what's ahead of her, and as she puts success for the mission ahead of the life of a wounded guard, we see her contrasted with her mother Ana in several ways. Ana dreaded the unknown in the mission, and according to Captain Khalil, she knew the value of inspiring her subordinates through acts of kindness and compassion. Quite how Khalil knew Ana is unknown, but given their ages, I assume he served under her, perhaps in the Egyptian military, prior to Ana joining Overwatch. Pharah takes this on board and adopts it within 15 minutes flat. After Khalil is taken out by the sentry drones along with 2 of Pharah's squad, only 3 of them remain. Sensing the fear and uncertainty in Salah and Tariq, she spins a line about family and even offers to buy dinner, bringing her faltering men back into line. As they begin their fight against the AI, this change becomes even more apparent as she chooses man over mission, saving Tariq's life in the process. While this eventually proves to be a strategically excellent move, as Tariq is the one that disables Anubis, at the time it appeared to go against everything Pharah believed in. To her, nothing was more important than the mission. It's refreshing to see little human touches after the threat is dealt with, and as the squad jokes about dinner plans, we see once and for all Pharah is not quite as cold as she appears to be in-game. As she reminisces about her mother and the Ujat tattoo she has to honour her, we may be no closer to knowing what happened to Ana Amari, but we can see her daughter do her memory justice. Assuming, of course, that she really is dead. Thanks for watching this inaugural episode of Comicwatch. We'll be doing another for Torbjorn when his comes out, and we may even have something special up our sleeves for that. If you'd love to see more Overwatch content like this, then please mash those like and subscribe buttons. We'll have a lore watch out on Pharah in the coming weeks, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, I've been Kurz, thanks for watching.